Hello, 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 hello. Let's put on a face. Thank goodness it's Friday. To me, it doesn't affect me a lot other because I work from home, but I know a lot of you guys get affected by this. And the way that it affects me is that I have my kids for free, that they don't have school and they don't have shenanigans. I'm gonna start with my brows with the medium #2 pencil. That's the best one for my complexion. I like that. It's not red brown, it's more of an ash brown, so it doesn't look all orangey when I put it on. Anyway, I love weekends because I get my hubby and I get my kiddos, so then we can do all the things. But this weekend in particular is gonna be super busy. We have never been like a family does like big deal for Valentine's. So it's not even like a thing. But other than my husband always gets flowers for the girls, which I always have thought is like super sweet. But we're gonna be working on those dang cabinets. So if you've been following on the stories or have been looking at my stuff, we are finally gonna paint the kitchen cabinets, which I'm super duper excited about because they are this like oak brown. They look like lighter than that couch and I just don't like them. And then the kitchen is very small and like it doesn't have a window, so it like makes it like really dark. So I'm very excited about adding the light color in there because obviously it's going to brighten everything up and that's gonna be super exciting. Okay, I'm just going to, I forgot to put some oil on my face because I'm super dry right now, like more than usual for whatever reason. The weather's just being ridiculous, so I'm just putting some Wonder of Wonder, as always the best. So if you want healthy complexion that is going to be your jam, it helps with anti-aging, wrinkles, fine lines, sunspots, sun damage. It's got UV protection. It's got all the things. So if you need some kind of anti-aging and don't know where to start, that is definitely a safe start. You can use it for, like, you can put it in your cuticles, you can put it in your hair, you can put it everywhere. It's like snake oil. Use it everywhere. It's amazing. So that is going to be absorbed really quick. As you can see, I'm not like greasy or anything because I just put oil, but it's not like it just sits on top of your skin like some oils do. This like immediately gets absorbed. My skin was super dry and now it's just like glowy and healthy, and it doesn't feel sticky or greasy or anything. It really just sucks right in, which is why I love it so much. And obviously it has all those nutrients, so then all those nutrients just go deep into my skin. And then I'm going to use a primer just to create a little barrier between my skin and the makeup that I'm going to be applying. It also helps so makeup does not settle on fine lines, especially since I put so much moisture under. It would be very easy for it to like be broken down by the oil, but with that it just creates a little barrier, and then I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna be doing all kinds of things. I gotta go to the store, I gotta be here, I gotta clean this, all the things. So I need to make sure that if I'm putting makeup on, that is gonna stay, and that is the way that I'm gonna make it stay, right? So I'm just gonna go with a little bit of concealer here on. I have like a lot of redness like around my, and a lot of us like struggle with, like, if there's redness, is usually in this part or like the cheeks. It doesn't go all the way out, right? So we don't need concealer all over our face unless you struggle with like melasma or have rosacea or some specific skin condition that causes that. But for the most part, if we just have like our own stuff, like I have a little bit of sun damage right here, so I like to cover that up with concealer just to make sure that it gets covered. I have a little bit of melasma here, but I don't need to put concealer. I'm just going to go with foundation. It's not that much. It's some, you can see it, but the foundation by itself will cover it up. And then I'm not rubbing it, especially because I have the oil underneath. I don't want to drag it across my face to this part of my face where I don't even really need it. I want it to stay where I'm putting it. So you're just gonna kind of stipple it on. and then it just stays up here. It's fine if I feather it a little bit. And then I have like really dark right here. I have a lot of pigment on my eyelid. So I like to just go, a lot of times I go with concealer, but today we're just going with foundation. So you can see the difference. So it's like really dark and just pigmented, right? So if I was wearing like a special eyeshadow or something look that I wanted to do, I would really want to make sure I neutralize that hyperpigmentation I have there, because then that would affect the color of the eyeshadow and like what it would look like there. So, but today is like super casual. This is just like regular, super basic makeup. So I don't have to worry about it. But if I were doing the other thing, like if I was working on my eyes and making like a big old thing about it, I would definitely be neutralizing that. So, and then my favorite palette that I encourage you all to have, a blush, a bronzer, and the translucent powder. The translucent powder will work like magic. It will seal your foundation. It will keep it where it goes. It will make sure that it's set. Let me make sure my brush is clean. Make sure that it's set and you don't have to worry about it like transferring onto your mask. So that's like a big plus for using it. Let me just make sure this is cleaned up. Okay, it's good. It's good, it's good. Okay, so I have this taper brush, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of powder and just set my face around my mouth where my mask is going to be touching, just to make sure there's no transfer. I like more of like a glowy look for the most part, unless I'm going out and it's like a whole thing. I usually don't put powder all over my face. If you're like, no, I like matte, then you just go with this and touch up on those places where you want it matte. If I like to put the least amount of product like right here under my eye. I don't want it to get crusty. I don't want it, not crusty, like I don't want it to be like so thick that it accentuates my fine lines in there. So the least amount of product that I put there, the better for me, because I do have, I mean, I'm 43, right? I do have some fine lines and stuff in there. Like I don't want them all filled with product and then making them look like craters, right? They're little, they're there. It is what it is. But as you can see, the foundation is not going in there. Like it's just staying off them. And that's why we use the primer. And that's why you want a high quality product that is going to stay off it, right? Okay, so let me just set this. So that's just my jam. So again, I'm super duper excited about the dang cabinets. That's gonna look so nice. And I'm recording it, so a lot of my friends are coming out saying, okay, I cannot wait for you to do them because I want to like make sure I follow the process. And then if it's screwed up, I don't do mine. But if it works, then I'll do mine. I'm like, oh, thanks for your vote of confidence. But we were going to start with just the bathroom cabinets, like one door. We're like, let's just do one door, make sure that we can do it, and then go for it. But that's usually not how I roll. I was just trying to be like very conservative because that's kind of how my husband likes to roll. So I was trying to compromise and go slow, but he said, well, if we're gonna do it, we might as well do it. So it's like, okay, so we're doing the whole kitchen and both bathrooms all at once, and I am here for it all. I'm super excited about it. It's gonna look so good. So there's the blush, there's the powder, there's the thing, right? Just whatever's left. I'm just adding a little bit of color because it looked a little, so yeah, it looked like that noise. That's exactly what it looked like. So I'm just gonna go with the bronzer, same bronzer that I put on my cheeks. I'm just gonna go with that and add a little bit of color here to my eyes, just to add a little something. And obviously you can have your eyeshadows and do all your thing, but for like quickies, little days like this, I just kind of go with this. Very, very quick, very, very simple, very, very easy. We don't want complex, oh gosh, where do I put this stuff? Like we gotta get it done and get it done quick. Okay, I'm gonna go with the pencil. It is a gel pencil, so it will stay I'm just doing the inside of my eye. I know some people get grossed out. Just adding a little some. I mean, it is Friday after all, right? So we're adding a little bit of some. And then I'm just going to add mascara. Always twirl your mascara. Don't pump it because you put air in there and you don't want air in there. It'll dry out. And this is the perfect mascara. That's what I'm going for today. We have our waterproof mascara that is absolutely amazing too. But today I'm just going super basic with this. And it has gel and fibers, so as I'm twirling it on, it's applying fibers to my lashes and elongating them and making them like have more volume. And that's it. So there's with mascara and there's without mascara. So you can see like there's a quick there's a big difference with just that one little piece. And then for lips, I'm going to go with an Enduring lip color. Because why not? We're gonna go with this color, and it is S'mores because it's my jam. And most days that I'm going to be wearing a mask, I like wearing an Enduring lip color because it doesn't transfer. So obviously, if I'm wearing a gloss, it transfers a lot because I mean it's a gloss, right? So if you put a mask on top of it, it will transfer. So I like to wear Enduring lip colors because it'll stay. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to reapply. I don't have to do anything. I will though, however, once it dries, grab my translucent powder and set my lips. So then they're like sealed. They will not go anywhere all day long. I don't have to worry about reapplying. Who has time for that, right? So that's all I have. Just a quickie little everyday makeup for a day that you're running errands or doing all the things. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Take care.